Joe, is this kind of another head scratcher in terms of Pineda? 7 strikeouts, walks a bunch of guys, gets in trouble early, but then is able to give you a little bit of distance?
Yeah, he left a slider up in that first inning, which was really the difference. And then after that, he settled in pretty good. And I think he probably tired a little bit at the end. But you take the first inning away, and he pitched pretty good.
Seems like the early innings have plagued him so far this year. If you look at the first 2 innings and his numbers, an ERA over 12 in those 2 innings. Why do you think he struggles so much early?
It's pretty typical of pitchers. A lot of times to say if you can get to them early, because if they get on a roll, they're tough to figure out. And he struggled in early innings. And I think it's, the feel of certain pitches and not locating as well as he does once he gets going.
When that happens, is there something he can do as far as his preparation or doing something
you can
differently?
You can try different things. Obviously you can try to do different things. Maybe you don't sit down as long or different things. But, pitchers are routine oriented. And, one year that doesn't work early on, the next year it does. And they get pretty set.
Dave.
You mentioned those first innings, Joe, with him. It must be a little frustrating for you guys because you know the talent that he has to be very good, and you can't be a very good pitcher without making a complete game 1 through whenever. Is that?
Yeah. He threw the ball so well in spring training. And for Michael, it's been a couple of innings, that really give him trouble. And the stuff is there. We know that. At times the slider was great tonight. But he made a mistake in the first inning. It just had no movement and was up in the zone, and it turned into a big home run for them. And then he settled in. So we got to get him going. We got to get him going early.
Mark.
Joe, this is the 3rd year you've had him pitching for you. He's 27. Is there a chance that this inconsistent guy that we see all the time just is who he is?
I think it's too early to say that. I think he's better than what he's pitched. I do. But it's consistency. And sometimes early in the season, guys aren't as consistent as they are later. But we do need to figure it out.
Andrew.
I know he's talented, and his numbers, though, are numbers that's nice can get you taken out of a rotation. Is there any thought of that when CeCe comes back, if Nova pitches well, that you would consider that?
That's nothing that we've talked about. So, we look at Michael as a starter, and we think Michael can be a really good starter, and really haven't thought about that.
Chad.
So you tried to have Goody get through that inning there. Do you feel like you're searching for it maybe now with some of those middle relievers a little bit? It seemed like it was all coming together a little bit earlier, and now, Shreve hasn't been that good, and Barbado's been sent down. You feel like you're trying to find it again?
Yeah, those innings are really important, and we talked about that in spring training. The bridge to those guys is extremely important, and Goody has pitched really well up to that point. He did not tonight. Koki kind of saved our bullpen a little bit tonight. With the 3 one-inning guys that you want to use, when the games are really close, those other guys need to step up and bridge the gap. And tonight we weren't able to do it.
Eric.
Joe, did you have a chance to talk to Teixeira after we had talked to you? You said
He's hopeful that he'll be a player for us tomorrow.